Well, how y'all doing, baby? It's Friday. It's Beer and Bud Friday. Y'all know this. Y'all know the routine. Get the beer off the ice, put the bud in the bowl. Let's get ready to slide into a somewhat better weekend, let's hope. Unfortunately, beer not being in the budget, but luckily I have some good Irish whiskey to share. So I will indeed, like last week, pour me a little whiskey. And, whew, that always works. Here's to a better weekend than the week we had, baby. And y'all know the rest of the story. Put your favorite Cavendish in the bowl, baby. Ooh, Donna, that's pretty good. That deserves a second or third puff. Anyway, baby, it has indeed been a rough week down here in Texas. Rough week for my family down here, as a matter of fact. Kind of miserable most of the time. Lost power. It got down below freezing. And there are a lot of states that are prepared for that kind of stuff. We are not one, especially way down here south. We never thought it would ever get that cold down here. I was thinking hell froze over. It had to, because I'm mighty close to it in the summer. I can feel the heat wave off of it. Anyway, we had a terrible time, and we lost power across the state, and millions of Texans, some of which died. We're in the middle of a crisis, baby. A crisis of power. Why is it that our power generation systems shut down? And why wasn't anything done to prevent this? Because it was preventable, baby. It was preventable. Just to put things in perspective, coal, gas, and nuclear power accounts for 96.2% of Texas energy on our grid. 3.8% of that is the power capacity of renewable energy sources. Now, my governor, first thing he did, baby, was go on the news to proclaim this disaster. The reason for this disaster on Fox Spews was that because the Green New Deal and AOC is trying to force energy down here, wind turbine and solar down here, and we can't handle it because, that's going to kill Texans down here. It's obvious what happened down here. 13% of the outages were caused by wind shutdown. 87% of the outages were caused by coal, gas, and nuclear, and 51% of it being natural gas. So over half of the shutdown of power generation systems around Texas were natural gas, baby. But what did Greg Abbott do? He went on Fox News, baby. My governor went to lie his ass off and try to I don't know, persuade voters to vote against the new Green Deal or AOC's mean or whatever the shit. AOC, by the way, during the time of this crisis, in a 24-hour period, raised over $2 million for Texas in aid down here, baby. She's not our congresswoman. My congressman is Michael Cloud. Did I see him do anything? Shit, no. Nothing. Why is that? Oh, I see what's happening there. That's Robin Kincaid calling me to be on the Robin Kincaid show, and I'll be on there in a little while. So AOC raises $2 million for Texas in this crisis. Beto O'Rourke, who is not even an elected official, reached out to hundreds of thousands of Texans across this state to try to make sure they were in good hands. Did they have power? Did they have food? Is there anything he could do for them? He reached out to those people. Ted Cruz, my senator, y'all know what he did. He went to Cancun and got caught. And what did he do? That's right, baby. Just like my governor, he goes on Fox News and lies about it. Seems every time a politician wants to lie about something, the best place to head over to is Fox News. They'll let you lie about anything. Sean Hannity will blame it all on AOC or blame the people for being mean to poor old Ted, who left his little dog in the house, by the way. Oh, I went there for my kids. Really? Throw your kids under the bus for your stupid mistakes. Ain't nothing lower than a man that would do that, use his kids as an excuse, Ted. I wish. Anyway, what else? It's been a rough week, baby. I can tell. I'm tired. I'm wore out. My body's wore out. Been fixing water leaks. I'm tired of that shit. Every time you fix one and turn the water back on, boop. Oh, look, there's another one. Anyway, we had this problem in 2011. Actually, 1989 was the first time. In 2011, I remember 11. And we had serious problems across Texas then. And there were recommendations made by the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission and the North American Electrical Reliability Corporation. They made recommendations. Texas say, hey, get your shit together there. Need to weatherize those generators. Make sure those lines can still flow in sub-zero temperatures. Let's get prepared for this. And what did Texas do? No, baby, we ain't going to do that shit. We're not going to do that here in Texas. We got our own power grid. We don't have to listen to your federal regulations. This is Texas, baby. We do it our way. Yeah. Well, our way sure sucked, didn't it? Except for El Paso. El Paso did great. El Paso, as a matter of fact, had minimal power outages. You know why that is? Because El Paso is not on the Texas grid. El Paso is on the same grid that New Mexico is connected to. And the fact that in 2011, when those recommendations were made to weatherize our generating systems, guess what El Paso did? Run by Democrats, mind you, evil socialists. That's right. They winterized their electric plants. They prepared. They took the recommendations from 2011 seriously. Go figure. Some Democrat out there figured, hey, let's spend some of our socialist money to help the society we live in. You know, most of my state has got its ass wrapped up in oil and gas, baby. And if it doesn't provide oil and gas, they really don't give a shit about your ass. You don't got any money to pay it. How do you think Ted Cruz gets to go to Cancun? Oil and gas, baby. That's why. Ted gets paid nice dimes from, donations and stuff, help a good old boy along. Are you shitting me? The traitor, the insurrectionist? I'm disgusted with my whole state government. I can't say that enough. From my congressman to my senator to my governor to my attorney general, the chief law enforcement agent of Texas. And he's under indictment. I got a whole ball of wax down here of nothing but greedy politicians, slimy assholes that'll do anything. They'll throw their whole citizenry under the bus if it gets them a dime. That's our problem. I can't look at this shit. That's our problem. The price our country pays for the incompetent politicians and greedy corporations across this country. It is the citizens of this country that suffer for that shit. Hell, Ted Cruz got enough money to run to Cancun if things get cold. I don't. You? I don't think so either. But Ted Cruz, Greg Abbott, he ain't got nothing to worry about. They haven't got big bucks coming in, baby, all the time. It's sad because we pay a heavy price. This whole COVID-19 thing. You look at this pandemic. Hell, we're over a year negotiating another check for your ass. Really? We can't even get that done. We're trying to get you money right now that you needed last year. And it didn't come. And it still hasn't come. While they're debating that, they're going to try to make that happen just as soon as, I don't know, when they come back from vacation or something. Oh, by the way, the Senate is in recess. Like they ain't got nothing else to do, so. Your piddly-ass problems aren't their concern. Speaking of COVID-19, they're getting close to passing it. Democrats are going to pass it. And included in that is an increase in the minimum wage. I thought, well, that's a good thing. And I got to look at about, because corporations, they're going to scream, oh, we can't pay this. It's going to put us out of business. I looked at McDonald's. McDonald's International, who has little restaurants all over the world. And that hamburger that you buy, that Big Mac, costs the same price here in the United States as it does in France or Germany. But guess what? The employees there, they get $12 to $15 an hour. Well, why didn't they shut down, John? Because the United States can just be a little bit more greedy, and their profit margin is more here in the United States than it is in Italy or France or anywhere else, because they don't have a problem raping the American public, the workers that they work for. They'll screw them over in a heartbeat and make more profit, baby. And that's the thing to do with all of our large corporations and shit. They don't give a shit about your piddly ass, bro. They'll set the price. If you can't afford it, tough shit. Look at the price of gas every time you turn around, shoots up out of the ceiling. You can afford that shit? I can't. Everything is going up, and when we have a crisis like this, it magnifies it because there is no supplies. If you do have the money, there ain't no bread, there ain't no eggs, there ain't no milk, there ain't hardly shit at the store. Our whole system is shut down. Hell, they're saying we ain't even going to have milk and eggs for a while because the little chickens died. Pitiful. And the milk is not being shipped down here, I guess. I don't know what the problem is with the milk, but they said no dairy for a while. Going to be a while before we get the whole system back up and running and get bread back on the shelves. That's sad that we cannot be prepared for something as predictable as the weather. You know, we see a hurricane off the coast there. We start getting prepared, man. We board things up. We get ready because we know a hurricane's coming. Well, we were told in 2011 that this was going to happen again. That climate change itself is producing more serious storms both in the winter and in the summer, baby. Doesn't matter. Everything's going to get worse. It's going to get worse a whole lot more. Until we get our shit together and try to clean up this earth, we're all in the same freaking boat. And that boat is sinking. Anyway, good news is Rush Limbaugh died this week. Well, I consider it good news. I don't give a shit about anybody else. The GOP is still having a war within itself. Lindsey Graham is on his way down to Mar-a-Lago as we speak. Y'all go down there, play a little golf with Donnie there, and suck up to his balls. Oh, Donnie ain't got no balls. So are a bunch of others. So we're going to continue to watch this little feud within the GOP, and I hope it lasts forever, baby. I hope they attack each other left and right. Tear that shit apart. Somebody's got to come up on top. We're going to find out if it's the little white supremacists or if it's conservatives that feel like they want to do something for the country besides just rape it for all the money they got. Anyway, I hope you're doing fine. Let me see if there's anything else here that I forgot. Not on top of my game completely because I still got other shit in my mind. Just like everybody else here in Texas, you still got... All my water lines are capped, but they're not fixed, so that doesn't mean we have water everywhere. And it's a madhouse getting down to Home Depot and trying to get any part you need. So we're gonna tough it out here with what we got. The electricity's on, and as you can see, I'm in short sleeves in here, baby. It feels so good. I do relish the warmth, and I surely missed it when it wasn't here. Anyway. I love everybody for reaching out, making sure, and asking me if I was all right, if I needed anything. As I have told many, we are not facing any worse problems than a million other Texans down here. And I feel for them, and I'm glad to have your support and your karma and your good wishes surrounding me all the time. So I appreciate that tremendously. Had a great time last night on the Blue Dot Family Meeting. I needed that. I needed to get back out there and see y'all. I missed y'all for 3 or 4 days. Anyway, I don't think we're going to lose power again, so we're good there. I don't know. I might do something tomorrow just because I missed Monday, Wednesday, and Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I feel like I owe a rant or two. So let me build that up in my head. Today I'm still filled up with repairs that I have to do. And there ain't enough whiskey to make them get on. But enjoy your weekend if you can. If you're like me, you're probably going to have a lot of chores to do. Ooh, flammable. But try to take a little time. Take care of yourself and remind your body that it needs to rest. Mine damn sure does. Anyway, I love you. We'll be back here for another Blue Dot Family Meeting on Sunday. I won't miss it for the world, so please come by and visit. Remember, we're still in the middle of a pandemic, and this storm did not help. Vaccinations have been pushed back. They're worried about that. So it is still bad. In my county, we are at an extremely high risk, it says. So, yeah, Texas, go team. Anyway, wherever it is at your house, remember to wash your hands, wear a mask, stay the hell away from nasty ass people, and try hard to take a little time for yourself and remind you that it's a wonderful world, baby. We just have to get through the shitty part, and then we'll get to the wonderful part. I love y'all. Y'all take care of yourself, and we'll see you later.